Hot off the success of its Nexus 6P, Huawei is already back to ensure that they're going to remain relevant for quite some time. Now at CES 2016, we got a chance to check out a lot of cool gear from them, but there's only one single thing that really stood out of the bunch. Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena here. You're watching our video review of the Huawei Mate 8. We gotta say, it has a beautiful all-metal design. It's stunning, you have a solid construction, it's lightweight, super svelte for its size. You wouldn't think that it is a 6-inch smartphone. You also have better than average battery life with this. They managed to put in a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and with that we get roughly a day of usage, and by the end of the night it should normally around the 40 to 50% range, so pretty impressive there. There are a ton of features with the Motion UI 4.0 experience. It's running on top of Android 6.0 Marshmallow, so it's nice you have an up-to-date version of Android. It tries to be the mega Android UI, but it still trails TouchWiz and LG Skin for diversity and cohesiveness. For example, you do have true side-by-side app multitasking, but very few are supported by it. And finally, it's powered by the Kirin 950 chipset with 3 GB of RAM, and we gotta say the benchmarks are impressive. Not only that, but its real-world performance too is nice and snappy, pretty instant with its performance, and even handles most of today's 3D gaming titles. There are some downsides to the handset. The first one is related to the display. It features a 6-inch 1080p IPS LCD display, and while we like the screen-to-body ratio and also its sufficient details, it's kind of off with its color calibration. It tends to produce some overblown, inaccurate colors and has a colder color temperature of 7300 Kelvin. The internal speaker is weak as well, so voices sound rather subdued to it. And on top of that, when you're using it for phone calls, you tend to get robotic tones on the other end of the line. The earpiece though is pretty effective because it's loud and produces some clear voices. Now the camera in the back is a 16 megapixel sensor from camera. The specs on it are really nice, but the performance is rather underwhelming just because it tends to produce greenish hues with indoor snapshots, and details tend to be a lot softer tone. You'll get some decent looking sunny snapshots, but it's not really great for low light. And its video capture tops out at 1080p. You'd think they'd put in 4K Ultra HD recording, but they don't. The biggest problem that we have is that there's this wobbly jello-like effect when you're moving very quickly. There's a lot to like about the Huawei Mate 8, like its premium all-metal design, the responsive fingerprint sensor in the back, its long-lasting battery life, and the exceptionally quick processing performance out of its Kirin 950 chip. But at the end of the day, its higher price point makes it a tough sell. Right now, it's available overseas for 599 euros, so that's approximately $643. Now, if you have the disposable income, it's not bad of a handset. It's still worth importing if you want a phone that looks different from everything else sold here domestically, just because its premium all-metal design is something to lust over.